This is All of It on WNYC. I'm Allison Stewart. The new Broadway musical, Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York, is all about dreams. Robin is a young woman from Brooklyn who used to dream big, but now she feels stuck in her life as a barista, struggling to get by. She has a strained relationship with her sister, who's getting married to a very wealthy man, and she hasn't spoken to her grandma in a long time. Robin is played by Christiane Pitts. But Robin is in for a surprise when she meets energetic Dougal, fresh off the plane from the UK. He's played by Olivier Award-winning Sam Tuddy. Robin is in charge of picking him up from the airport. Dougal is very excited to be in New York. He wants to eat hot dogs and see the Statue of Liberty. He also wants to meet his dad for the very first time at the wedding. Dougal's father is marrying Robin's sister. He left the family before Dougal was born. At first, Robin wants really not a lot to do with old, eager Dougal, but she reluctantly agrees to let her help him pick up her sister's wedding cake, and the two begin a journey around the city that will leave them both changed forever. The New York Times says the show, quote, delivers lavishly on the promise of a rom-com, laughter, escape, and fantasy. Today, we're in for a special treat. Stars Sam Tuddy and Christiane Pitts join me in studio to perform songs live on the air. But first, we want to get to know them a little bit. Hi, guys.
Hi. Hello.
We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So the blizzard on Sunday caused many Broadway shows to cancel their evening. But you had a 3 p.m. matinee. Mm-hmm. I was there. Mm. Oh, we all had our hats on. Everybody was bundled up. Yeah. Sam, what was your experience with the near snow day almost show on Sunday?
It was interesting. It's sort of really lovely because I think the benefit of doing a two-hander is that your relationship with the audience is so personal. So you can really see that. I've really felt this sort of energy of like, we're all in this. We're all out in public right now when imminently a snowstorm could potentially hit us, like record-breaking snowstorm. So let's have fun. Let's see what we can do. You know, it's really, really fun to like have that relationship with the audience and to be that sort of like camaraderie that we have. It was really nice. Yeah.
Could you tell a difference, Christiane?
Oh, definitely. There was you said it best. He was like, I think people out there are a little scared. You know what I mean? Like knowing like, what are we about to go outside?
Am I going to step outside and just see a wall of snow
in the face with a blizzard? Yeah. So I could definitely feel the difference. But it was nice that people took the time to come hang out with us before it all happened.
And before we go any further, you have an announcement to make about the cast album.
Oh, yes, we do, yes. Releasing
March
20th. Hooray!
The original Broadway cast album of Two Strangers.
Very fun, very exciting.
When did you record it?
Oh my gosh, weeks, months, years, maybe decades, who knows? No, it was a few months ago, I think. It was like, I would say just over a month ago, because, yeah. It was really fun. We were doing sessions in the morning and then shows in the evening. So it was like I remember it well. It was very much like a marathon session of singing.
What was different about it?
This is only my second time doing a cast album, and this one was just the two of us.
Oh, wow.
And normally in a cast album, you get that amazing experience of stepping out and listening to everybody sing, or you're sharing a mic with somebody, and there's all this camaraderie. And for us, it was just the two of us across from each other. Mm. And it was like scary and beautiful and intimate and all the things, but that was something I've never experienced.
Sam, you've been playing Dougal for a long time now. You played it on the West End. What is something you understand about him now that you've played him for a while?
That he doesn't intend to be funny. I think the start of my journey with Dougal was very much trying to play the joke, and now it's sort of evolved and drifted into just playing his truth, which is then by coincidence quite funny. And he's just far more grounded and intelligent and earnest and genuine. And he's still, I think the most important thing with Dougal is that you have to cherish the moments of stillness, because the rest is so chaotic. And that can, as an actual human being, can be quite physically draining, doing eight times a week. So I think just really leaning into be truthful and still when you can. And that just makes it so much more fun and real, I suppose. And I think it helps me earn the jokes and the laughter if I'm just playing still truth, honesty. It's really fun.
What drew you to Robin, Christiane?
I describe Robin as one of my homegirls. I read that script and felt like I knew her so well that I was about to call her and set up brunch. Like, she just felt so sit close to me
Yeah.
in my friend circle. And I've never seen that in a musical ever. I've seen it in different TV shows. I've seen it in different films even. I've just never seen it in a musical. So the idea that this person who I know so well gets the chance to like express herself via song in front of all these people felt so exciting. And almost, it's so exciting that I got in my head about the audition because I wanted it. I loved it. I loved it.
Is your head a good place to be during an audition?
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
It's not a good place to be. But you know what? I had a brilliant acting coach who had me flip that on the script about relaxation and treating auditions like rehearsal instead of an audition. So I went in it thinking like, I really want this job. So let me treat this like the two of us are just rehearsing it. And then we'll see. I think that's what I did. And I'm thankful because it's I just love her so much.
Sam, how have you built an on-stage chemistry with Robin?
I don't think anything was intentional. It sort of just fell naturally in the workroom, and especially in the audition. It sort of was just there was very much a clear sort of feeling in the room that this could potentially be really magical and really special. And it's very easy to just get along with Christiane. She's very, very fun to work with. So I think it just formed naturally just in the rehearsal process, yeah.
Christiane, when did you realize that your voices were going to work together? Because you get along famously, but if your voices don't match
that's
on
an
a certain
obstacle,
level,
yes.
right?
Oh, that's such a good question. I think maybe hearing, to give him his flowers, I heard him sing something by himself. And I felt like, if I could just, like, we were just actually joking about this offline about he sings when he's on stage and I'm off and I'm hearing harmonies with his voice that are not even in the show. So maybe it was just like this discovery of just hearing him play the role and then hearing like ways in which I could move around it vocally, that maybe that's when it was. That's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah.
My guests are the stars of the Broadway musical Two Strangers, Carry a Cake Across New York. Christiane Pitts and Sam Tuddy are performing live in studio in just a minute. They're performing at the Longacre Theater. So much of the show is about New York. What was it like to play it, Sam, not in New York?
It's very surreal. And everyone asked me, leading up to, in rehearsals and leading up to opening night, everyone was asking me that question. And I thought, yeah, it's really exciting. It's really cool and really fun until... we had that opening night. It's actually, if I'm being honest, it was the first dress run that we did with invited guests, and people were laughing at jokes that even I, in rehearsals, never considered to be funny. Things like, oh, so you're from New York, so you must go up the Empire Statue of Liberty all the time, or Empire State all the time. And it's like, no, I don't do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, that is actually quite, in the context, really fun. And so I think that was when I began to feel very excited about this show finally being like home. And where it belongs, and for the people who deserve to see it, yeah.
Yeah, Dougal sort of gets his ideas about New York from movies and from songs, but Robin lives it. It's her real deal, living in New York. What are some aspects of Robin's character that are quintessentially those of a New Yorker?
I think one of them is living in different parts of the city in her life. So she understands just how expensive it is in a very real way, because she was there before her area was gentrified. She was there, she grew up in Flatbush when it was how it used to be. Yeah. So her understanding of New York and just how expensive it is so deep and real that I think a lot of people who have lived here and watched the city change can resonate with. And that almost like... disgust isn't the word, but that frustration with like, it used to be like this and now it's not. And what they have to live with that, I think is something a lot of born and raised New Yorkers can deal with or can resonate with.
So Dougal, Sam, what is Dougal?
It's a thin line. It's
It's all right. No, Sam is over here. Dougal's over here. I'm talking to Sam.
I get confused sometimes myself.
What are Dougal's ideas about New York?
I think, and they are. It's funny we joke about the name. They are very similar to mine. Being from England, my exposure to New York is through the sort of films and TV and the sort of media that we all consume. And I remember my first time landing. I was 21 for another job, and it completely lived up to every single standard. And I think that's what I maintain in the show is that. There is never a single moment of New York is not at the start of the show specifically. It does in no way not live up to Dougal's standards. That is completely presented how it is meant to be presented. And that's very exciting for him, that it's sort of like he can literally see where parts of a film, and that's exactly what I did. Oh my God, they filmed that there, and then that's the scene where they did this there. So those sort of things are very exciting.
We're going to hear you sing about some of those ideas. This is our first song we're going to hear. It's New York. Anything you want to add before we go into it?
I hope you enjoy it. It's a very fun song, and if you're, listening, dance along, and if you know the words, have a sing along. Help me out.
This is Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. This is Sam Tuddy performing New York.
So, this is where we change for the subway.
Oh, the subway. Love it.
You love the subway?
Love it. New York's kind of my second home, New York City!
Is that right?
Yeah, the Empire State, the White House, the Golden Gate Bridge.
The Golden Gate is in...
It's the capital city of the USA.
It's not.
The city I swore I would see for myself one day.
But you've actually been to New York before.
Yes. No. But I have seen Home Alone 2 quite a few times.
Are you serious?
There's pizza for breakfast, there's steam in the air. It's candy, not sweets, and the streets are called sidewalks there. My town, where everyone has an apartment to spare with a skyline view, where even improbable dreams come true, where everything comes with a smile, a high five, and a side of cheese. I'm down on my knees.
That's our train.
New York, I'm already talking the talk in New York. I'm already popping the cork 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready to be in New York. Are they ready? Are they ready for me in New York? Is that Times Square?
No, that's Queens.
Awesome. She's called the Big Apple. No one knows why, but she's my kind of town and I'm her kind of street smart guy. I'll stroll up the Broadway, I'll order a beer, I'll scream at the Statue of Liberty. Hey lady, I'm walking here. My home, the city of stories where everything's 70 stories high, where everyone kisses their blues goodbye. The cinema city I've waited the whole of my life to see. You darker than me, New York. I'm already talking the talk in New York. I'm already popping the cork 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready to be in New York. Are they ready? Are you ready for me in New York?
I'm just gonna stand over here.
Sure. It's a city of angels. It's a city of sin. It's a city of immigrants, but you'll fit right in. The land of the brave, the home of the free, the Liberty City where even my father wants to hang out with me. Home, the snow in the city tomorrow to see it come twinkling down, and that's why they all call it Tinsel Town. There's hundreds and thousands of people just living the dream out there. There's love in the air.
Okay, we're about to get off the train, then we're gonna be in New York.
Yes.
You're not gonna freak out?
No. New York, I'm already talking the talk in New York. I'm already popping the cork 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready to be in New York. Are they ready? Are they ready for me in New York for 2 whole days? I'll literally be in New York. NYCFKFBICAC, I'm already talking the talk and I'm ready. I'm ready to be in New York. Yes, I'm ready. Is it ready for me? Are they ready for me? Are you ready for me in New York?
Woo! We're going to clap. We're just going to clap for that one. That was Sam Tuddy and Christiana Pitts. They're performing from Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. Let's talk about the dreams in this show. The dreams in this show are so... They really touch you when you least expect it. You're laughing and then all of a sudden something grabs you. What are Robin's hopes and her dreams for herself when we first meet her? What does she really want out of life that maybe she doesn't know yet?
Well, that's actually the thing, is she doesn't know. She desires what she used to feel when she was a child, which is just utter happiness, comfort, safety, love, those things that she felt growing up with her grandma and her sister. and she doesn't realize that that's what she's missing, that feeling of happiness. So when we meet Robin, she has no idea what she wants. She just knows that she's stuck. And she meets this lovely person who reintroduces the idea of joy and optimism and hope. And I do think that one thing Robin does have is hope, but it's just bubbling under the surface. So her dream is to just be okay again. And I think it's a big dream to have, even though it doesn't seem like it.
So Dougal's a dedicated optimist, as opposed to Robin is, we'll call her pragmatic in this case. Sam, how do those two create a fun dynamic on stage?
Well, I think it's the sort of, the light and the dark and the optimism and the realism and the humor and the tragedy. They are both so close together, like in real life. But what Christiani's done masterfully is find so much humor within Robin's sort of pragmatism, as you mentioned. There is so many tiny looks and just a micro beat that changes the color of the conversation. That really, really helps. Just, I don't know, keep it light, but also keep it very real. Because I think if it was funny all the time, it's just like, okay, can we have some actual material here, please, that we can work on as an audience, and then obviously that works the other way as well. So I think there definitely it's a testament to Christiani's acting as well that really, really glues us together.
The next song we're going to hear is about Robin's New York roots. It's called This Is the Place. What's going on with Robin when we hear this song?
She's going to pick up the cake that her sister has sent her on a mission to get. And it just so happens that this cake is in the neighborhood close to where she grew up. And she hasn't been there in a while. So she's back out in that childhood place I was just talking about. And all of these memories start flooding in. And she's excited to show this person who he hasn't heard about Flatbush. You know what I mean? He doesn't know that New York. So she's excited to show him her New York. And so she's just taking him on a bit of a journey.
This is Christiani Pitts performing This Is the Place from the Broadway musical Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York.
This is the place. This is the preschool where we used to go. These are the streets. These are the dollar vans and delis that I used to know. This is the church where everyone knew me by name. This is the place where nothing changes and where nothing is ever the same. You want to take a detour?
What about the cake?
This way, come on. This is the street.
What street?
This is the block where you can pick up whatever you need. $10 shoes, fake nails, a broken record player, Cuban quesadillas and trees. I used to ride my bike around this neighborhood. I never thought I'd run out of space. And the cats in the bodegas, the kids on every corner playing pickup and graffiti on a subway, baby, this is the place.
Wait, I know this place. This is the street from the beginning of Ghostbusters 2.
I don't know, maybe.
This is the scene we see Sigourney Weaver step in psychomagnetherical goo. I can't believe it.
Right over there, that's Brooklyn Public Library. My grandma used to take us to read. And the sounds along the avenue.
The lights in every window.
If you're looking for the beating heart of Brooklyn, baby, this is the place.
And you actually lived here?
For 20 years. In a tiny little apartment, my grandma, my sister, and me.
And this still counts as real New York.
This is Brooklyn, man. This is the only part that's real. This is the place where you can come and watch the city on Saturday nights. This is the place that pizzeria makes the greatest white slice in South Crown Heights. Hundreds of cabs fly by in Manhattan. Hundreds of trains roll down to Coney Island. Thousands of planes fly out and never find whatever paradise they're trying to chase. This is the place.
Yay! We'll hear more from Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York after a quick break. This is all of it. You are listening to All of It on WNYC. I'm Allison Stewart. My guests are the stars of the Broadway musical Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. Christiane Pitts and Sam Tuddy are performing live in studio. The show is running now at the Long Acre Theater. Christiane, this is a true two-hander, aside from the band, which is behind you up on a rafter. It's just the two of you on stage the whole time, not a lot of breaks. First of all, how do you keep up your energy during the show?
Oh man, that's a good question. I try to be as relaxed as I possibly can because there is no space for extra energy. So any moment I'm not off stage, I'm just sitting with my water. Well, actually, that's a lie. I'm changing clothes. But the second I finish changing clothes, I sit and I drink my water. So I just try to keep a level playing field. So that way when we are interacting with each other, it's like high energy and, you know.
Sam, when have you had to sort of lean on Christiane?
Every single waking second I'm on stage, every single minute. There are so many times where we have a conversation with each other just with our eyes, you know, like on stage where it's like, listen, I'm struggling right now, energy-wise, vocally-wise. Can you just put the foot on the gas on your side? Just help me out, you know, things like that. But literally every single second I'm on stage, without a shadow of a doubt.
How about for you?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. But I'm one of my favorite things about Sam is, I was saying this the other day, is that he's so good about the world of the show that we're in. Like saying truth to the world and doing subtle things that maybe the audience doesn't even catch, but are that reflective of like where we're at. So if he's walking through the turnstiles of a subway, he's like manipulating his body to like awkwardly get you know what I mean? Like just doing something so silly and so small that completely reminds you that like, oh yeah, there are 50 other people here on the subway cart. Or, you know what I mean? On the subway car. There are just little things like that to me, it helps, it grounds my show. It keeps me laughing. It keeps it alive between two people. And it doesn't make us forget that the audience is there, but it definitely does like put us in the vacuum so that we can just really play off each other, which I then think brings out more show to you guys. But if you ever see the show again, look at these little things it is so funny.
See if you can spot him.
That turnstile gets me
every time.
It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous.
Do you like having the band on stage behind you?
I love it.
Why?
I love it. If I could actually shout out our fabulous MD, Ted is brilliant. And there are moments in the show where we reference people who are not on stage. And Ted, it's a bit. He will pretend to be those people. He is not lit. No one can see him. It's just for us. But the other day he had props, full being the person on the other. It's hilarious. But again, it's that same thing of like, as long as we're passing good energy from the band to it just pushes out into the audience in such a real way.
It's the the morale of it all, you know, like really maintaining a great morale so everyone can enjoy the show. They're like, why am I enjoying this so much? And it's because we are as well, you know.
It's such a fun show, but there is a serious side to it. Dougal's never met his dad.
Yeah.
He really wants to meet his dad. Why doesn't he have more questions about his dad and where his dad's been?
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting question, and it's one that I don't particularly have a definitive answer to. It's, I suppose, if anything, it's his just general attitude on life. He himself has not completely struggled without him. There's just been this sort of reverence to him and how successful he is, and he's never met him anyway, so it's like no hate, no hard feelings, until Robin perhaps introduces an idea that there could be some hard feelings and that Dougal is worth more than what he's allowing himself. And then when you spent an hour, you know, in Act 1 making people laugh, that sort of like U-turn, like what you're actually seeing is a deeply sad person. It's so, as an actor, taking away all it's so fun to play. Like that is like the chewiest, fattiest, like, oh my God. And the choices you can make are endless. It's just, and that's a testament to the writing, Kit Buck and Jim Barnes, and now director Tim Jackson. They have just created something so fun for actors that we can do this 8 times a week because it's so interesting and so fun and so dense. Like the spectrum of emotion in this show is so fun to play. So it just means that we can show up to work. We aren't bored. We aren't like, you know, embarrassed to go out there. It's just a complete pride in our work. Yeah, it's really fun.
I don't want to give too much away, but Robin has a strained relationship with her family members. How has she been handling this in her life?
she's kind of shut down from everyone, and she has not communicated with people. She's kind of been hiding a little bit and just kind of going to work. And it's amazing because some of these family members are the exact people she should turn to help her in this time. But shame is a hell of a thing, and it really keeps her, I think, hiding.
Yeah.
Is how she's choosing to deal, which is why someone who is not hiding anything is so overwhelming to endure, because you're like, I just don't want to be seen. I just don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen. And here he is.
All right, we're going to set up our next song, which is American Express. And this is a point when we see Robin making a really potentially reckless decision. Will you set this up for us?
Absolutely. And you take over if you think.
Okay.
I got more here. But
Sure.
yes, Robin gets access to a credit card that is not her own. And she
A metal one, shall we say?
Yeah, it's very
Yes.
fancy.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
fancy.
You know, the one
Fancy.
with the big bucks. And she decides to show Dougal a part of New York that she doesn't even have access to, that she only sees in the movies. And she does just that.
Yeah, so and by that respect, we're now, Dougal and Robin are now finally on an even playing field. You know, it's all anew, it's all fair game. Who knows what's going to happen? Even Robin doesn't know, the sort of, ringleader of this New York City. Yeah, and we're very excited to sing it.
This is Christiane Pitts and Sam Tuddy with American Express from the musical Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York.
We're buying this tux.
We're buying this tux. It's $3,000.
Your attitude sucks. We're buying this tux.
We're buying this tie.
We're buying success.
Hell yes.
Now swallow your pride.
I'll swallow my pride.
I'm Bonnie, you're Clyde.
You're Bonnie, I'm Clyde. We're gonna be hitching a ride on the American Express.
Strolling down the avenue together, dressed in shoes of alligator leather, swapping smart remarks about the weather.
Do you think it's going to snow?
I think we make it rain now that we've successfully defrauded
Now
Dad.
that we can suddenly afford it.
New York City isn't such a sordid town. Putting on the glitz, putting on the spritz.
Yeah, we'll take a bottle, thank you.
Sprinkling a little bit of glitter on my, we're grabbing a cab.
Taxi, we're having a crab.
Waiter,
It's on the tab.
it's on the tab.
It's on the tab. Cruising, boozing up the Rockefeller, feeling sweet and swell as Cinderella. That's the finest liquor in the cellar.
May I see some ID?
Are you flirting with me?
One more round of lobster cappuccino. Excuse me while I Instagram the vino.
New York City isn't such a mean old town. Where am I?
Just stick by my side.
I stick by your side.
I'm Bonnie or Clyde.
Wait a second. Which one's Bonnie and which one's Clyde? We're gonna be hitching a ride on the American Express. Dance break, let's go.
Let's get it. Damn.
And we're really dancing in the studio right now. Let's go.
I'm dancing.
Let's go.
Woo!
Ah, pity the rich.
Wait, you pity the rich
They'll never know what it's like
to go to a laundromat.
to only be rich
To only be rich
For one magical night.
magical night. I'm buying those stars.
I'm buying that moon.
I'm buying these cars.
I've stolen this spoon.
I'm selling my soul and buying this whole impossible mess.
Where now?
The Plaza Hotel. Just follow my
I
stride. Just follow your stride.
I'm Bonnie, you're
I'm Bonnie,
Clyde.
I'm Bonnie, you're Clyde.
We're gonna be hitching a ride
on the American.
on the American Express.
Penthouse suite, please.
Woo! That was Christiane Pitts and Sam Tuddy with a live performance of the song American Express from the new Broadway musical Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. It's at the Long Acre Theater. Let's talk about the cake. Robin goes and gets it for her sister. Why is that important?
Oh,
Why
well,
did she do that?
Well, if I can say,
You can do it without giving too much away.
you think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I think this cake represents their relationship in a lot of ways, and she has got to keep it together and keep it intact to rebuild their relationship as sisters. So nothing can go wrong. You got to come see the show to figure out why that is an
Yes.
impossible task.
We got a really nice text. I'm going to read it to you. It says, "What a delightful show. I saw it about a month ago and was absolutely charmed. It's the perfect tonic for the times we're in. Uplifting but not saccharine, hopeful but sober, and most just incredibly entertaining."
That's lovely.
That's a
Thank
really
you,
interesting
whoever
thing to
said
say, that it's hopeful but it's also sober.
Yeah.
What does that say to you?
Well, I think that's, like I mentioned before, like a testament to Kit and Jim, our writers. They've created sort of this paradoxical piece of entertainment that is, that exists in sort of all spectrums of any genre. And which is why it's so fun to play. And I think that is, obviously why it is so entertaining to the audience members. Is that I think they're led down this sort of rabbit hole of what they assume this show is going to be. And then it just does a complete flip, but in a very tasteful, intelligent, classy way. It's not just trying to sweep the rug from under the audience. We want to guide them through the story as well. We don't want to deceive them, but we just want to lead them down, this story that just, at the end of the day, just offers a bit of escapism from the world that we're living in now.
Yeah, you know what? You both seem so at home as performers with each other. Christian, did you have anything else you could do in life that you thought you would do in life besides being an actor?
Honestly, no. No.
I wanted to be an ice road trucker. That's actually
Did
real.
you?
Yeah, that's real.
Well,
And
he
it's
wins.
It's not over. It's not.
It's not. Honestly, go outside.
Yeah,
You should start.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do anything else. And one thing the pandemic, I think, showed a lot of people is like, what else would you do?
Yeah.
What else can you do? And that was a really scary time because I've loved this for so long. So I do feel really, really at home with this person, like I was saying earlier, who just feels like she was a friend of mine. And I feel really grateful, really blessed to be doing this 8 shows a week. I really do.
And you're from Montclair, New Jersey.
Well, I'm from
Or
Atlanta,
partially.
but I did live in Montclair for years.
What was your experience with New York?
Oh my goodness, only shows. So I had wanted to be on Broadway my whole life living in the South, but it was not a thing. I didn't see Broadway shows. Then I moved to New Jersey, and we would take the train or take a car in or whatever to see Broadway shows. And I remember the first one I saw was Aida.
Yeah, that's a good first one to see.
What? It changed my life. And then it was like you go and you experience the city, and then you just head right back to Jersey. It's like you just got a little taste of this magical kingdom of a world, and then you go back to your normal life. So it's always been like a dream place for me. So to live here and do
Yeah.
this is just wild.
Sam, what was the first show you saw on Broadway?
The first show was Dear Evan Hansen was the first show I did, and that was obviously
were
a work-related situation. But one of the first shows I ever saw recreationally was The Notebook, actually. Yes.
Really?
I know, really. It was, that similarly changed my life. It was sort of reinforced. It really changed my perspective on what musicals could be. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh my God, it was so good. I loved it so much, truly.
We're coming towards our end, but we're going to get one more song in.
You are.
We're going to hear If I Believe. You want to set this up for us?
Yeah, well, this is sort of I would say conclusion, but sort of not even a full stop, a comma, I would say, on their relationship. It's definitely the final show of the final song of the show. Sorry, but I would say it's a sort of just a song that suggests a reflection of what they've experienced from each other and what they hope to experience in life and what they hoped to gain and their appreciation of each other. In a really sort of magical way, we sort of go through the city, explore, go for walks. Magical effects happen. I won't give too much away. You must go and see. But it's a joy to sing. I'm very excited.
This is Sam Tuddy and Christiane Pitts with a live performance of If I Believe from Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York.
Step outside, get some air, find a window, fix your hair, feel the wind blow down the street, sweet and cold. Take his hand, hold his gaze. It's been a strange few days. It's been a strange few years, truth be told. But if I believed the girl I knew was left behind, I've changed my mind.
Is it me? Has it changed? Has the city rearranged? Is there something new and strange about this street? If I could,
If I knew,
would I say,
would I try
to explain?
to ask him why?
Could I find
Out
a
of
way?
all the million people I could meet,
Of all the strangers did I believe that nights like these were hard to find in lives like mine? 'Cause if I believed the story's end was predefined, I've changed my mind. And I know he's just a stranger heading back the way he came. And I don't know how to tell her if I'll ever be the same. But I see the way the snow falls out of
In the
sight.
fading light, just how beautiful
New York could look tonight. If I believe the nights like these in lives like mine could change my mind. And if this is all the dreams come true I ever find, you change my mind.
That is from Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. Big thanks to Christiane Pitts and Sam Tuddy for being with us. The show will be running at the Long Acre Theater. Thank you so
Thank
much
you for
for
having
coming
us.
in and
Thank you so much
sharing your
for having
talents.
Thank you very much. It's been
Thank
so
you.
fun. Thank you.
We're still digging out from yesterday's snowstorm. How did you spend your day? Coming up, we'll talk about what Team All of It did, from baking muffins to taking some really exceptional snow sculptures in Prospect Park. Plus, we want to know what you did. Call us at 212-433-9692.